statement, you're cutting me off because you know I'm about to make a profound point. When someone says Afro Puerto Rican, they're talking about a black Puerto Rican and or an admixed biracial Puerto Rican who has a black or Puerto Rican parent.
No.
Bro, listen to what I'm telling you. Trust me on this one.
You wrong.
Is a lot of people who have a black parent and a Puerto Rico parent.
Yo, making up his own definition.
Let me finish. I'm about to close out. You don't want me to make this profound
point.
No,
because you're misleading the audience.
No, I'm not misleading. Just after I finish, then check me. Listen. I clearly showed Spy who had an afro, but he said he's Puerto Rican. The afro comes from African stock, not Native American. Let me finish, Chef. Relax.
The afro and Afro Puerto Rican don't have nothing to do with a haircut.
Finish, Chef Rain. Relax. It's not that I could have been done by now.
Jesus
I'm saying,
Christ.
When Crazy Legs was talking about Spy, the man with 1,000 moves, and he was showing that he had an afro. The afro comes from African people, not Native Americans, not Tainos. Black folk had the kinky, nappy, woolly hair, and they mixed with people who was in the Americas. So a lot of Puerto Ricans can be considered Afro-Puerto Rican if they were a black person raised in Puerto Rico, and or if they were black and Puerto Rican mixed.
Oh my God.
I'm not making that up. So my point is here, in the late 60s into the early 70s, this is a source, and I've showed 2 other sources, 70% Puerto Rican, the rest mostly blacks, when they're talking about gangs in the Bronx. Can you see my screen, Brass?
Yep, we got it.
Yep, we got it.
Okay, so I'm not making this up.
Nope.
This is not out my ass. Hold on real quick. I'm about to be done.
I wanted to ask you a question.
That's fine.
Let him close out. Let me
close out. My point is, in the late 60s, the gangs in the Bronx, New York, were mixed of Puerto Rican and black. This is a fact. I'm not just saying this. I've been saying this since I got on the stream. 70% of them gangs members in them youth in the Bronx, 70% were Puerto Rican. African Bambaataa backs this. He says the gang members were Puerto Rican, Latino, and African American. This shouldn't even be an argument. It is okay to admit this truth that in the Bronx, in the projects, were Puerto Rican and black folk. I'm not saying anything strange or anything out of context. All sources say the majority of the gangs were 70% Puerto Rican. That means...
Why do you get like
that means... Why do I tell the truth? Because I'd like to tell the truth.
No, I mean, you...
Because I like telling the truth.
You belaboring the point that nobody is making.
But I'm not
and then you acting like that's the argument.
I need people to understand.
Chief X, I gotta ask you this very simple question. Can I just say this very calmly to you?
I'm about to close out.
You're proving the point.
I'm about to close out, and you can ask me the question.
Well, please.
I'm about to close out, and you can ask me the question.
That's fine. I know you got to go, but he's debating True Savior as his show. Let him finish, and then y'all say whatever y'all want.
Y'all relax.
Say whatever you want, bro. Let him finish, though.
I'm not saying anything strange. Out of them gangs in the Bronx, in the late 60s, early 70s, 70% were Puerto Rican. And they were all vibing with black folk, although there may have been some beef. But this is a fact that you guys cannot get over. And to act like Puerto Ricans was not there in the late 60s and the early 70s is deceitful. And I just wanted to show you that. So to act like you can erase Puerto Ricans in the late 60s and early 70s is deceit on you new niggas today.
Can I close out next?
Yeah. Let him close out. Let him close out because Truth been here 4 hours, 17 minutes.